Why can I not have what I want when I want it? Yes, I know exactly what you mean. It's so annoying sometimes. Okay, now, we have said many times, not only in these videos, in many other videos on YouTube, many books, many movies, life, Earth, our reality on Earth is a movie. This is not a metaphor. This is real. Our life is a movie. And the soul part of us, the real us, is the director. And the earth personality part of us is the star of the show, the main actor. As we connect more and more to who we really are, we connect to the director, and then we can direct our own movie consciously. We always do direct our own movie, but most of us do it unconsciously, without even knowing. But then as we become more and more aware of who we are, or simply aware that we are so much more, we start directing our movie consciously from that moment on. Now, the director needs time to find the actors that will get you what you want, or what you think you want, because many times, or most times, we think we want things. It's not what we really want. So the director needs time. It needs time to connect you with the other actors that are going to bring you what it is you want, because unless you live on a desert island, what you want usually requires other people doing something as well. And this is why there is what many people call a time lag that we have here on this planet between what we ask for and the time we get it. Now, there is also another reason for this time lag. Because our thoughts create our reality, if there were no time lag, all the things we don't want would also be created instantly, simply because we keep thinking about them. And most of the time, we think of the things we do not want. So this is what would be created every moment of the day. So the time lag is necessary until we raise our frequency, or until we raise our thoughts to where we only think of the things we do want instead of the things we don't want. But unfortunately, because of the time lag, we also don't get what we want that moment. Not that it cannot happen, it can, and it does happen very often, but not always, yet. A little personal story. When I started out in these metaphysical things, I started out as a healer. I was a hands-on healer. Because one of my teachers, she noticed that energy was coming out of my hands, and that I had done this before in other lives. So she trained me on being a healer. While I was being a healer, I would get information about the client. Information like, this discomfort comes from this thinking. If they can stop this thinking, or this belief, or this want, the discomfort will be released much quicker. Now, I liked the information I was getting, meaning I liked getting information from the universe. So after 3 or 4 or 5 months of doing this, I said to the universe, I said to my soul, I said to my higher self, you know what? I would like to be an informational channel rather than a healing channel. And I hear my higher self saying, okay, I need some time. And I reply with, why? Just make it happen. I was living in California we have this saying, I want it all and I want it now. And that's how I was behaving. So I get an answer from my soul saying, we did not plan to come in this particular life for informational channeling. So I would have to connect you with the part of us that is information. Nothing but information. And this is why I need the time. I also need to program your body to be able to decipher this information, to be able to translate this information into earth languages. And that's when I understood that if you did not program it before you came here, it might not be readily available. And a lot of the things that we want, or a lot of the things that we think we want, we didn't necessarily come here for these things. We can still get them, but the universe needs some time because we didn't come with them. You see, we bring things with us in the etheric, in our energy field. And then when it's time for them, they materialize. And this is where the saying comes from, it will happen when it's the right time. However, having an earth personality, having been influenced by other people and by television, having the need to impress, having the need to be needed, having the need for attention, we think we need a whole bunch of other things that we did not come here with. Now, the universe is not going to say no, but it says, okay, but wait a moment, I need to go and get them. Because you didn't bring them with you. So this is another reason so many times we do not get what we want the moment we want it. Another reason is, I've mentioned this before in another video. Once I asked for something and I got it 2 years later. And when I said to my higher self, now? I asked for this 2 years ago. My higher self answers with, yes, but there was something that you really needed to experience. And had you had this 2 years ago, you would have skipped that experience. So I had to wait till you get that experience before I can bring you this. So this also happens sometimes, and we cannot get what we want the moment we want it. So there are many reasons. I could not just give you one reason why you do not get what you want the moment you want it. And the reason I keep saying that we think we want things is I personally have had a pretty good life, and I have had everything for many, many, many years, for decades. And now that I don't have anything, I look back and I start to laugh and I think, oh my God, I didn't really want all those things. I just thought I did. I thought I wanted them. But the real me, now that I have become more of the real me did not really need them or even want them. And this is why I keep saying we think we want. I'm not trying to be judgmental in this particular case. I have no problem being judgmental. But in this particular case, I'm not being judgmental. As we get older and wiser and we look back, we do realize that we think we need things. We think certain things make us happy. And I'm not just talking about material things. A lifestyle, for instance. Okay, I have just been disconnected. So I will leave it at this.